Hi, my name is Jolene Loveday, and today I'm going to read some poems by Pablo Neruda for the Dead Poets Reading Series. Thank you to Isabella Wang for coordinating, and to Kevin Spence who connected me with Isabella. I know that Pablo Neruda has been featured here before, but I'm going to read his poems because I had no other choice. I have had this postcard on my fridge for a while now, since I went to Chile last July. I was in Valparaiso at his former home, now a museum, the Casa Museo La Sebastiana. So this is in Spanish. I will read the poem in English, and the translation here is by Stephen Mitchell. The poem was originally published in Elementary Odes in 1954 and translated again by Stephen Mitchell in 2009. Ode to the Onion. Onion, luminous flask, your beauty formed petal by petal, crystal scales expanded you. And in the secrecy of the dark earth, your belly grew round with dew. Under the earth, the miracle happened. And when your clumsy green stem appeared, and your leaves were born like swords in the garden, the earth heaped up her power, showing your naked transparency. And as the remote sea, in lifting the breasts of Aphrodite, duplicating the magnolia, so did the earth make you, onion, clear as a planet and destined to shine. Constant constellation, round rows of water upon the table of the poor. You make us cry without hurting us. I have praised everything that exists. But to me, onion, you are more beautiful than a bird of dazzling feathers, heavenly globe, platinum goblet, unmoving dance of the snowy anemone, and the fragrance of the earth lives in your crystalline nature. I also chose that poem because I found this growing or rotting in my pantry. So. Another poem I'm going to read is from this collection. This is published by Copper Canyon Press out of Port Townsend, Washington. This collection was published posthumously in 1986, and the translator is William O'Daly. I was lucky enough to get this in Chile. The Ocean Calls. I am not going to the sea this long summer, covered with heat. I am not going any farther than the walls, the doors, and the cracks that surround other lives and my life. In which distance, facing what window, in which train station did I leave the sea forgotten? And there we were left, I turning my back on those things I love, while there the struggle went on and on of white and green and stone and glimmer. So I went. At least that's the way it seems. Lives change, and he who has begun to die doesn't know that that side of life, that major chord, that abundance of rage and splendor were left in the distance. They were blindly sliced away from you. Yes, I deny myself the unknown sea, dead, surrounded by saddened cities, sea whose waves never learn to kill and never fill up with salt and sound. I want my sea, the artillery of the ocean that strikes the shore, that lustrous turquoise tumbling, the spume in which power dies. I am not going to the sea this summer. I am shut in, buried, and inside the length of the tunnel that holds me prisoner. I faintly hear the green thunder, a cataclysm of shattered bottles, a whisper of salt and of agony. The liberator lives. It is the ocean, far away, there, in my motherland, that awaits me. That one made me think of us as we are isolating here during COVID times. I'm going to end on something a little more uplifting. This is from a collection that was originally published anonymously, most of the poems in the 50s, beginning in 1952. This was translated later by Donald D. Walsh, and here's a collection, New Directions text, love poems. So I'm going to read The Queen. This reminds me of Sonnet 130 by Shakespeare. The Queen. I have named you Queen. There are taller ones than you, taller. There are purer ones than you, purer. There are lovelier than you, lovelier. But you are the Queen. When you go through the streets, no one recognizes you. No one sees your crystal crown. No one looks at the carpet of red gold that you tread as you pass, the non-existent carpet. And when you appear, all the rivers sound in my body, bells shake the sky, and a hymn fills the world. Only you and I, my love, listen to it. Thank you very much, and have a great night. Thanks for listening.